Well, Ancelotti has arrived in Madrid. Let's head to the Spanish capital now. Alvaro Montero is there for us. Alvaro, good to speak to you. Very good afternoon. So Carlo Ancelotti has arrived. What's the plan from here?
Hi, Rob. Good afternoon. Carlo Ancelotti has arrived 45 minutes ago. We have seen him in the executive terminal of the Barajas airport half an hour ago. He went directly very close to Valdebebas, to Real Madrid facilities, where he's right now inside Real Madrid facilities, the place where they train and where he knows, obviously, from his first period. And today's schedule is easy to explain. He is right now signing his contract, taking the proper pictures for the Real Madrid website, and those pictures we're about to see all around the world in the next minutes. And after having lunch at 6 p.m., so 5 p.m. UK time, he's going to offer his first conference press as a new Real Madrid coach.
Would you say that his return to Real has been a popular appointment?
Extremely popular for the fans because they believe he's a good man, a good coach. He knows the language, he knows the La Liga, he knows the country, he loves Madrid. And Real Madrid won the 10th UEFA Champions League many years ago, thanks to Carlo Ancelotti. But especially, Rob, I will say it's very popular inside the locker room. I can tell that the players, the locker room, and those 11 players, for instance, that coincide with him, for example, Sergio Ramos, Marcelo, Isco, or Gareth Bale, loves the way Carlo Ancelotti treat them in this case. And for example, when he left the club, Sergio Ramos in 2015 said himself that Carlo Ancelotti was one of the best persons he has met in the world of football. So it's a very popular for the fans. He is welcome, his comeback, but especially for the players.
Alvaro, I don't think it's any secret really at the moment, is it, that Real Madrid have some financial problems. We saw probably in that Champions League semi-final against Chelsea that there was a rebuild needed. What sort of funds do you think he's going to get to try and recruit players over the course of the summer?
Well, first of all, I can say physically that Real Madrid believes inside the club that there was a problem with the players. That's why Antonio Pintus, former physical coach, is going to arrive. He was in Inter and Milan. He's a Calcio winner this year. And he was back with Zinedine Zidane and with Carlo Ancelotti many years ago, even with Solari. And the president, Florentino Perez himself, and all his staff believe it's going to be the key for the next season. So Antonio Pintus is going to be back in Carlos Ancelotti's staff. And apart from that, Carlo Ancelotti has many things to do, a lot of work, especially with those ones who are going to go or to leave the club, and with those ones that are going to arrive. But first of all, Pintus, they seem it can be the key. And after that, if Carlo Ancelotti can make players such as Gareth Bale, in case he stays in Real Madrid next season, Marcelo or Isco play as well as they played 5 or 6 years ago, maybe with their best football when Carlo Ancelotti was the Real Madrid coach in the first period.
Well, it's interesting there that you use the phrase "in case Gareth Bale stays at Real Madrid next season." Obviously, had Zidane have stayed, it was clearly no future for him there. Do you think that Ancelotti's return means that it's way more likely that Bale will still be a Real Madrid player and featuring regularly next season?
Yeah, for sure, Rob. Much more. It's not the same, but similar as what happened with Leo Messi in Football Club Barcelona. After Joan Laporta arrived, the feelings inside the club that what Leo Messi could stay. And right now, after these 24 hours or less as Carlo Ancelotti, the new coach, if Gareth Bale wants to stay and Carlo Ancelotti decides him to stay, I will say it's of course much more easier for the Wales man to stay in Real Madrid than with Zinedine Zidane, which was almost impossible. We don't have to forget that Real Madrid has got a very huge problem in the last 2 years with no goals after Karim Benzema, Sergio Ramos last year, and Casemiro this one. So a defender and a midfielder were the top scorers, the second in this case after the French guy, after Karim Benzema. And now with Gareth Bale, after scoring almost 20 goals in the Premier League in Tottenham this year, it seems that it's easier for him to stay because Real Madrid needs a goal. And in case they don't sign players such as Kylian Mbappe or things like that, I will say it's much more easier in case Gareth Bale wants to stay and in case Carlo Ancelotti believes it's a good one to stay in Real Madrid.
And just briefly, when we talk about player recruitment, may have to sell some players to raise the funds. Do we think that Martin Odegaard to Arsenal might be one they're happy to let go?
Well, inside the club, they don't understood when Zinedine Zidane let him out of many games in the first part of the season, and when he went to Arsenal, because as we have seen in the last few months, Martin Odegaard could have been, after some injuries, Casemiro, Modric, Kroos, or Fede Valverde out, would have been a good option for Real Madrid. I believe myself that the president has a lot of trust, a lot of confidence in the player. They count on him. So if I had to bet, I will say Martin Odegaard could stay or should stay in Real Madrid. But now let's think what Carlo Ancelotti believes, what the president believes. And as you say, if there's an economical opportunity, maybe they can accept another year loan. But inside the club, they believe he's the future. And now he has reached a good age and a good moment of football in his legs. So I will say he's going to stay in Real Madrid.
Alvaro, great to speak to you as ever. Thank you very much.
Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.